to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Room to run past midfield. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 27.
A gain there of 27 yards.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Howard. Trying to pitch one forward. That was an option there, but it does fall incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Howard. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on 3rd down is Howard. Metcalf with the grab. Call it a gain of 13. That's a Steeler 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Throwing again, Howard. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Warren. To the 5-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They're going to go play action with Howard. That is caught. Corner of the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown Steelers. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Set up the screen out wide. It's Brown. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains. 19 for this one. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Attack!
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This caught right side by Worthy.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Third and short. Here's Patrick throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be marked short of that first down. How do you want to play it? They need almost 2 full yards. Decision time. Fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Howard. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. That is George Karlaftis in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd and long. Here's Howard. Left side. It's caught by Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Howard to throw again. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Warren. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Play action, it's Howard. Metcalf left side, he's got it.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Nick Chubb, touchdown Pittsburgh.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Yellow.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Mahomes. Oh, an ill-advised throw there. It's an interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think a lot of people, Mike, when they see a screenplay develop, they just take the completion for granted. And typically it is. But then you get a defender, somebody like this, who just anticipates it. They see it from the start, and they're able to perfectly time their jump, step in front of the throw, and come away with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. George Karlaftis there to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Warren. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Moving to his right. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown Steelers.
Really nice job there by the running back, just staying alive. And really what he does the best, Mike, is stay in the quarterback's line of sight. Once a quarterback starts moving sideways towards the boundary, you got to stay in phase with him. You don't want to drift. You don't want to make that quarterback throw it back across his body. This was perfect how he stayed in line with him. Easy throw, easy catch, easy touchdown.
Chiefs, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. 2nd down, they need 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Howard. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Nike, get wide, get wide. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing on third down is Howard. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's first and 10.
Sack. 70 Timberwolves.
To throw again, it's Howard. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Yellow. 15. Yellow.
Gray is the motion man here. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. This one, a deep shot for Rice.
It's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
It is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage as best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Here's a short throw caught by Wiley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw is Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Price. 14 from the pickup. And the Chiefs have a first down.
City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He was brought down by...
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First down, Chiefs.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Once again, it's Pacheco. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Man in motion is Brown. On second down, Pacheco. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Man in motion is Brown. On third down, Mahomes. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down markers.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. Man in motion is Brown. So we are through three. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle. Workout. They get the first down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off.
First down, Kansas City.
One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Gray is the motion man here. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
Well, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs get back in it. It is 21-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers first down. Go!
Once again, it's Warren. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's second and 8. They're going to go play action with Howard. That's out wide to Warren. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. On third down, they go with Warren. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A gain there of 15. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
4 yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go. Nice.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
4-yard line.
Here we go.
Howard. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
After playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the fourth quarter they've turned the ball over, and instead of being in prime position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
Here's first and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively, holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Mahomes now on second down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Now Mahomes. That's taken in. Loose inside the 30. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, all right, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
15.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
But they're now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs draw closer here. It's 21-14. to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one, in the win